Hello, my name is Dr. Michael Steinberg. I'm the medical director of the Rutgers Center for Tobacco Studies, and today we're celebrating Rutgers Day. One of the things we want to bring to you is important information about tobacco use, quitting smoking, and the treatment resources that are available here in New Jersey to help you quit. So tobacco use remains the leading cause of preventable death in our society, killing almost 500,000 people each and every year here in the United States. The reason that cigarettes and tobacco smoke is so dangerous is that tobacco smoke contains over 7,000 known chemicals and toxins. Nicotine is one of the chemicals in tobacco smoke that many people have heard about, and it may be the one that's most misunderstood. So nicotine is the addictive chemical in tobacco smoke. It's what keeps you smoking, and it's what your brain wants when you try to quit smoking and puts you through the cravings and withdrawal symptoms to try to get that nicotine back. But nicotine itself isn't the most dangerous chemical in tobacco smoke. The 6,999 other chemicals and toxins in tobacco smoke are really what does most of the damage to your health. So these include cancer-causing chemicals like polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, as well as other products of combustion that can lead to cancer. We knew that cigarette smoking can damage almost every organ system in your body, including your heart, your lungs, liver, etc. So that's why quitting smoking is one of the most important things you can do to improve your health. Now, in addition to cigarettes, there are many other tobacco products out on the market that can cause harm to your health also. This includes smokeless tobacco products, hookah, pipes, cigars, etc. One of the newer products that's come onto the market in the past decade or so are electronic nicotine delivery systems, or e-cigarettes. Now, e-cigarettes are products that have some similarities. They usually contain a battery, a heating element, and some type of reservoir that contains either a liquid or a nicotine salt that gets heated and then vaporized. There are some differences that we see among different e-cigarette products. So for example, the early e-cigarette products that came out, we call them cigalikes, and these are the products that you can get at the gas station, at your convenience store. They generally tend to be disposable and pre-filled, and these are kind of beginner products. Other types of electronic devices include tanks or mods. So these are products that you would go to a vape shop and you would kind of buy a larger device that can be filled with an electronic liquid, and you can kind of customize the liquid that you put in these products. You can have varying levels of nicotine, different flavors, etc. And these products tend to generate a little more nicotine at a little higher doses. And then the most recent products that have come on the market are called pod systems. An example of these are a product called Juul, which is a brand name of these products. And Juul is a little different in that it doesn't contain an electronic cigarette liquid, but it contains a pod which has a nicotine salt. And the reason that's important is the nicotine salt products can deliver much higher levels of nicotine than the previous electronic devices. So in fact, a product like Juul can deliver just about the same amount of nicotine that you can get from your cigarettes as you can get from these products. So they're highly addictive. Sometimes people use these electronic products to help them quit cigarette smoking, although they're not approved for that use. And it's really important for people to understand that electronic cigarettes are not safe. So even though people think about vaping as something that's safe, oh, it's just harmless water vapor, the same chemicals that are found in e-cigarette aerosol can be found in cigarette smoke. They may be coming out at much lower levels than you can get from your cigarettes, but they're the same chemicals, and they have the potential to cause the same types of disease that we see from cigarette smoking. So we've talked about the tobacco products that are available that people use, and we talked about how addictive nicotine that comes from these products is. And with nicotine being as addictive as it is, it makes it very difficult for people to quit smoking. Anybody who's been a smoker in the past and has tried to quit knows just how hard it is for people to quit smoking. The main reason why people have difficulty quitting smoking is that nicotine is very addictive, and when you stop smoking, you go through cravings and withdrawal symptoms, and that leads you back to using your tobacco product. What we know is there are effective tobacco treatments that exist, and we're fortunate here in New Jersey to have a wide variety of tobacco treatment resources available to us. So for example, New Jersey has its own telephone quit line, which is free of charge. You can call into, and they actually offer not only behavioral counseling, but for a limited time they can offer free nicotine replacement to people who use the quit line. There are also face-to-face treatment programs as well as virtual programs here in New Jersey. The State Department of Health funds a network of 11 New Jersey Quit Centers, which offer specialized treatment to individuals as well as treatment within groups. There are other programs available, such as Mom's Quit Connection, that can offer treatment to families with a smoker and also people who use tobacco who have young children. The most effective tobacco treatment includes comprehensive approaches that have behavioral counseling, medications or pharmacotherapy, and support and follow-up, all part of the treatment plan. So here's an example of some of the treatment groups that the New Jersey Quit Centers are offering. So the Quit Centers offer tobacco treatment groups for the general population, anybody who's interested in quitting, but they've developed some specialized groups for specific groups of people who use tobacco. For example, there are specialized groups that are now available for the LGBTQ community. There are groups available for Spanish-speaking tobacco users. And there are groups available for young people who may exclusively use e-cigarettes and want to quit. So it's really important to include not only a behavioral component to your treatment, such as individual or group treatment like we've talked about here, but also use medications to help you with nicotine dependence. So there are 7 FDA-approved medications to help people quit smoking. 5 of them are nicotine replacement medications. The nicotine patch, gum, lozenge are all over-the-counter medications, and you can buy on your own. And then there's the nicotine oral inhaler and the nicotine nasal spray, which are prescription nicotine medications that you get from a prescriber. In addition to these 5 nicotine replacement medicines, there are 2 non-nicotine medications, varenicline or Chantix, as well as bupropion or Zyban. And again, those medications do not contain nicotine. They're also effective to help people quit smoking, and they require a prescription. So really, the best way to get help in quitting smoking is to seek out one of the New Jersey-based tobacco treatment resources and approach it with a comprehensive treatment plan that includes behavioral counseling, whether it's individual or with group, and then 1 or more of the FDA-approved pharmacotherapies, either nicotine replacement medicines or the non-nicotine prescription medicines. And by taking this comprehensive approach to tobacco treatment, you can significantly increase your chances of successfully quitting smoking and leading a long and healthy life.